just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Stephen Curry, and it's sent back by Bogut. Shot from the wing, and it's Golden State with another.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Bulls moving the ball around. Rose kicks to Gasol. And it falls over the rim and in. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Curry gets the bucket.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Doug McDermott comes in for Tony Snell. Now here's Rose. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Barbosa passes to Livingston. And another 3 for Golden State.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Warriors leading by 15. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside, but he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said, we've got to be aggressive, but also patient. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can be successful inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
Livingston, that's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Green, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Clark, he's checked in for Golden State. "51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Portis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Butler. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Clark. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Over to the wing. Green dishes to Clark. Just 4 to shoot. But 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof.
And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him.
Kid,
you
you
can
ready?
see how the change of scenery
Let's go.
rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Barnes and Green are the forward set. Barbosa is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Bogut in at the center. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. It's Brooks on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Mirotic. Draymond Green pulls it in. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
On its way from Barbosa for two. And another basket for Golden State.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Chicago calls timeout.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Gasol comes in for Portis. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. And the top rebounding teams in the league this season. Number one, the Bulls. The Warriors, fourth.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard. And, you know, now we have all these analytics. And if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the camera. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
And that one falls for Mirotic. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you think.
The Bulls shooting not great, 40% for the game. Rose kicks to Moore. Fires from deep. And that one's good.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with the three of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Curry's shot is off, but they get it back. Thompson against Moore. Thompson passes to Curry. Thompson dishes to Curry. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 25 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, makes it real hard to score on him.
Green, the screen. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. Second in rebounding, third in second chance points. And they also show up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. That's elite level marksmanship at the stripe.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
And Rose, wide open. He shoots. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
He dishes it to Gasol. Wide open. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists in the game, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Thompson for 3, and another 3 for Golden State. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark